Welcome, buddy. Let's explore the side of programming related to VB.NET. So before moving further, do you know who developed VB.NET? Great thinking, Power Buddy. Yes, it was developed by Microsoft in the year 2002. Have you ever wondered what exactly VB.NET stands for? Good levels of thinking, champ, you got it right. Yes, VB.NET stands for Visual Basic.NET. So basically VB.NET is also a computer programming language like other programming languages. VB.NET is an object-oriented programming language where everything is an object over here. Before moving ahead, let's see the reason for using VB.NET. The reasons which make VB.NET a widely used professional language are: easy to learn, structured language, it produces useful programs, part of .NET Framework. Have you ever wondered what kind of features make VB.NET easy to learn? So let's go through some of the strongest programming features that have made it a popular programming language. It is an object-oriented programming language. It treats everything as an object. Attributes, which are tags for providing additional information regarding elements that have been defined within a program. Boolean conditions. A Boolean expression is an expression used in VB.NET that produces a Boolean value when calculated. A Boolean value is either true or false. You might be wondering where is the use of VB.NET in today's world. So before diving into the applications of VB.NET, let's see some of the important points for using VB.NET. VB.NET is a great place to start because of easiness and straightforwardness. The syntax is easy and you will not find yourself writing hundreds of lines of code, as many shortcuts make coding so much easier in this language. It can create very powerful and modern applications. Using VB.NET, we can uniquely create different types of applications. So using the same way, we can create our own Windows applications as well as mobile applications with the help of VB.NET. With Visual Basic, we can develop Windows-based applications and games. This is not over yet, buddy. The chatbot of several companies is also made in VB.NET. Moreover, many of the Microsoft programs are written in Visual Basics. Console applications are also built with VB.NET. Let's learn the concept of classes and objects by taking a real-world example. You may consider birds as a class and sparrow is an object of the class. The class of birds contains characteristics like feathers, beak, etc., and its object sparrow has all of them. With the help of class, we can create a number of objects with the same structure. Hoping you have got the point of classes and objects. So let's explore the side of the definition. An object is a real-world item that contains some data and some methods which act upon it. So object is a thing that contains data and its behavior. It can be physical and logical. The collection of objects is called class. It is a logical item or article. A class definition starts with the keyword class. Object-oriented programming is considered as a design mode for building adjustable software. In OOPS, every logic is written to get our work done, but represented in the form of objects. When programming in an object-oriented programming language, you should keep the following 4 key concepts in mind. Inheritance, polymorphism, abstraction. Encapsulation. We are an example of inheritance. Technically, we are derived from our parents and they are derived from grandparents and so on. When one object acquires all the properties and behavior of the parent object is known as inheritance. The class that receives properties from another class is called derived class. The class whose properties are inherited by derived class is called base class or superclass. The term polymorphism itself means many forms. When one task is performed in different ways is known as polymorphism. For example, suppose if you were in a classroom at that time you behave like a student, when you are in the market at that time you behave like a customer. When you were at your home at that time you behaved like a son or daughter, here one person presents in different behaviors. Polymorphism is the concept of a function or an object having more than one form or implementation. A TV remote is used to turn up the volume, change channels. But do you know how it's working internally? No, you don't, and you don't even care. Focusing on the main part of the condition and ignoring the rest part or internal details is called abstraction. One more example, phone calls. We don't know the internal process. The pencil box which we use daily, that pencil box contains other things also like an eraser, sharpener, etc. Same in the case of programming, the OOPS gives us the advantage of gathering the data and functions in the same box which is called class. Binding code and data together into a single unit called class is known as encapsulation. One more example, capsule is wrapped with different medicines.